Hey guys, before I start the video, I just wanna tell you guys this video is really important. Please believe me that it is extremely important. So please, after you watch this video, share this information or make a video on your own talking about this information. Please, it is extreme. It is the most important thing you could do in your life. So just hear me out this video. Just if you don't believe the things I talk about, just hear the information I'm about to tell you. Just hear me out, and you could think whatever you want until the end. Just hear what I have to say, please. Just stay patient, okay? So in this video I will be talking about what is our purpose in life. And I think I know what it is, or I know what it truly is. Like, just everything I will explain to you, it all makes sense. It just makes sense. So first of all, guys, we need to know this. First most, well, not the most important thing, but it is crucial you know this. But first, you gotta know you are nothing. You are like nothing in this world. By that I mean you don't even know what happened before you were born. You don't know what happened after, or you don't know what's gonna happen after you die. You don't know what you are. You're nothing. How could you say you're something if you don't even know the purpose of your life? You don't even know what happened. There's gotta be something. There's gotta be something out there, right? Like, so another thing is, I'm about to explain to you why I think God exists, and He has to exist. So if you think about it, nothing can turn to something, right? That is like literally impossible. That is like the opposite. Like, how could like nothingness, not even blackness, right? You imagine nothingness, not even a black screen, just nothing, pure nothing. How can nothing turn to all of this life? And it's not even life. Like, everything, like consciousness, just like everything's so logical and so perfect. You look at the worlds and you see how big they are. You're like nothing to them. Like, you're like like an atom of in the world. Not even you are nothing in the universe. We are nothing. There's got to be something out there. And by that I mean God. There's got to. There's no way all of this that's so logical and so powerful and just so amazing, it can't come from nothing. That's impossible. It just doesn't make sense. How come like we can't? I don't get it. How come we create these stories in our mind, but yet we say that God doesn't exist, or that we came from nothing? Like, it just doesn't make sense. So what I think it is there's got to be a God out there, like the God of all gods, and He is infinitely just alive and strong. He was never born. Well, actually, I don't know. Like, it's got to be that He's never born and He will never die. Because He's infinite. There's no way. So I think things that are just infinite, something that's infinite, right, in the world, makes more sense than nothing turning to everything. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but if something has always been living on, that makes sense, because that is basically infinity. Is you were never born and never and never will die. In math, I don't know. We actually could use infinity in math. And they say that there's been math equations in the past that we have said it is impossible to use in real life. But then later on we discovered that it fits perfectly in our life. So I think infinity is basically God. It has to be God. Like, it just has to be. Life can't just be this random, just consciousness and perfectness in the world. You look at like the suns; they are like incredibly powerful, and just we are nothing. We are unique because we have consciousness, but we have to realize that this logical consciousness can't come from nothing. It is too good to come from nothing. We have to have a purpose on earth. And I think that purpose on earth is basically just knowing we are nothing, and to know that somebody created us, and to basically, just basically worship this thing because we are nothing. Just guys, just take off your egos, just take off your I'm the only thing that matters in my life. Just take that off and just realize we are nothing. Like, you don't even know why you exist. You don't even know what happened, before you were alive. You don't know what's gonna happen after you're dead. We are nothing. We don't know anything. Like, we literally don't know anything. So we gotta realize, guys, that there's this God, and we have to worship him because we are like his kids. We don't know, you imagine a parent and his kids, right? You see the parent, he knows, things about life. And then you see the kid, he doesn't know anything. That parent created that kid just like God created us. We are kids. We can't say we know what we know. I'm here telling you all this, but it's all logical. It all makes sense to us. Like, as I said, guys, like, I don't know any other way we can explain this world, like, legit. Like let's say, even if we were in the Matrix, right? Who made those people that made the Matrix? Like, it's just ongoing. Like, this God made this God. This God made this God. It's nonstop. So as I said, there's got to be a point where there's just one unique God that created us all, and he is infinite. So it doesn't even matter if God's created, us, and then another God created that God, because there's always gonna be that last God that's infinite. And even that, because like in the Matrix, they say we're in a computer system. That could be possible. That's maybe how God made us, because if you think about it, science and math are the tools of life. We, like, literally, like, if we don't know math and science, we can't even exist. Like, just like if you can imagine one thing or two things in your mind, like, even if you're an alien, right, that doesn't have vision, or could smell, or any of our senses, right? If you're still conscious and you can imagine one thing, or two things, that is literally math, because that is something, right? That is a one. And then science, we need science to survive in this world. We use science to discover things about this world. Science and math are the tools of this world. It's what makes up this world. So it is possible that God, he had math and science to make this world. I truly believe that's the thing. We look at life, and just like, even scientists have said that our DNA is too logical. Like, something had to made us. And I'm telling you guys, like, any other example you make, it's just gonna lead up to one God who has always existed, one God who will always be there, and one God who is like infinitely strong. And guys, we need to realize this. We need to realize that we are nothing. We need to realize that we have to discover more about this God, because he is, the purpose of life. And so, now that you guys know this, just think about it real quick. As I said, guys, we don't even know why we're here. Like, it can't just be that we were born to just, wake up, eat, work, and then sleep, and that's it. That doesn't make sense. Like, we are too smart for that. We are too, this consciousness, it's too unique. It's kind of like we have a story in our mind, but yet we ignore it. Like there's like, we have free will and decisions in our life. Like, it just can't be, creating, procreating, and that's it. And you could do whatever you want. It doesn't make sense for someone to make this world just so we could, just so we could do whatever. This world is too, like, it. There's it seems to have a purpose to it. It doesn't seem to just, it, like, what, we have free will just so we could do what we want. It doesn't make sense. It really doesn't. So guys, just, it is essential that you know that you are nothing, and that there is something that created you, and you must obey it. And I know for sure that God is good. Just because, as I said, in this world, it is kind of like a rat experiment, right? Like, just imagine a experiment of a rat. It has, it touches this button, it shocks it, right? It touches the other button, it gives it food, right? So for us, that's kind of like us. The button that shock us is the bad things. We avoid bad things. That's the last thing we want. If we could live a life, whether it be bad or good, everyone would choose good. It's obvious. And as I said, the button that gives you food, that's the good things in life. That's what's God. That is what God is telling us. Is that the good things is what we want. The good things in life, to be peaceful, to be nice to each other, to care about each other. None of this, because once we separate each other and we become negative, that's when we suffer. That's what created, that's what created us right now. That's why we're so separated and we're so competitive and we're so prideful. It's because we are selfish. Being selfish is so bad. But we gotta think. We gotta think more clearly. We gotta think more selfless. We gotta create this world to become a better place. We can't keep doing this same thing of, I'm going to be the best, because I just want people to know I'm the best. What does that do for you when you die? Like nobody's gonna remember you. And even if they do remember you, does it matter to you? You're gonna be dead. There's more to life than just that, guys. Honestly, God is telling us something, and it is to be kind to each other. That, honestly, think about this. It's not hard to realize, but you just, guys, you gotta keep an open mind. We are nothing. There's something that created us. There has to be. We don't even know why we're here. And we have to, and God is good. God is telling us we have to become good, or else we suffer. Because it's obvious. If we're selfish, if we don't care for others, we destroy this planet. We it's kind of like, as I said, like a lottery. Some of us become rich, but others end up suffering. And God doesn't like that. You just see in the world. Just look at the world. We're selfish, right? So because we're selfish, this world is just. You gotta be honest. You gotta be honest with yourself. This world is pretty fucked up. Just the things, people are dying of hunger. There's murder, rapist. Just a bunch of awful things, and it's because of us. God has been telling us all this time, good and selflessness and caring is what we need. That is what our purpose is in life. Okay, this video is kind of gonna be long, but it is very important, guys. Just please hear this, hear what I'm saying, and just share it. Just Even if you don't believe it just 100%, just, as I said, keep an open mind. It's not hard being kind, guys. It's not hard to know that you're not fully, you're not fully the center of the world. It's and you have to. You just have to, or else, you will be lost forever if you don't realize that you are nothing, and there's something. Your parent, God, is out there, and He is telling you what to do, but instead you ignore Him and say, "I know plenty of things, I'm very important in life." No, guys, like, we are nothing. We are nothing. So, as I said, this video is gonna be pretty long. So now that we know God exists, right? And oh, hold on, give me 1 second. Sorry about that. So we know God exists, right? He has to exist. It's literally all of this life and consciousness. It can't be random. It just can't. It is impossible. We don't know nothing. So now that I told you about that, for me, in the beginning of my life, I liked, looking at things of science, how life works, and how everything about science, about quantum mechanics and all that. And I found that the world is a beautiful place. Like, it is formed so just so perfectly. You look at a planet and you just like, how does it form this perfect ball in space? And what is even space? And why are we all just here? Like, it is just incredibly, just so amazingly, just amazing. You look at your hands, just look at your hands. It's like, it's just, you can't even explain it. You can't even begin to explain life. That's how little we are. We can't even begin to explain. And then, like, after I learned about science, I started, studying a little bit of psychology. I started, taking notice that, a lot of our suffering comes from being selfish. That's like our main thing. Our suffering comes from being selfish. As I said, guys, you can imagine these two planets, right? One planet is full of selfish people, another planet is full of selflessness. It's not hard to know this, but which one is gonna be happier. Of course, the one that's selfless, because they're gonna help each other, and they're gonna create their own paradise. The selfish ones, they're gonna be either left alone, or one's gonna end up killing them. There's gonna be only one end up one, and they failed their mission. They failed their mission to to just become peaceful and create more of them. It's just it I know, like, I don't know if it seems obvious, but after studying psychology, that's what I noticed, guys. It is just 100% truth. It is the truth. Our suffering comes from being selfish, and it is hard being selfless, because we don't get the reward of being selfless instantly. That's because we're selfish. We all we care about is how we feel, and and how we are in the world. That's all we care about. And look what that led to us. A lot of us are suffering. We have, like, anxiety, we have depression, and even people who have money, they're suffering. This world is just, it's not meant to be, we're not meant to be selfish to be happy. Just can you, like, just remember back with your family, like, just being selfless. That's why you love your family, because you guys are selfless with each other. We should all be like a big family, guys. That's how the world should be. That's what God is telling us. That's what we discover in life is, or that's what I discovered in life is just, after studying, why so many people were depressed, or like sad, or angry. It all leads to just because we were all selfish and we didn't focus on making, our species mentally better. Yeah, as I said, guys, there's cigarette factories out there, there's alcohol factories, there's, plenty of these jobs that don't work for nothing. As I said, can you imagine just like the world where we don't have all these jobs that are useless, and instead, focus on, mentally just caring for each other, and just mentally just knowing that we did good in life, and just knowing that we weren't born just selfish, and guys, I know it may seem hard to do all this, but guys, we need to change. It is essential to open our minds and change. We need to be, just because you're gonna say, oh, I'm gonna die, and then like the future could take care of it. Guys, no, we need to start somewhere before it's too late. We need to be the ones. We need to lead by example. We have the internet already. We need to change. What more could we want? Like, guys, it's not hard. It's really not hard being selfless. And guys, if you guys are selfless and you guys are kind, I want to thank you, because truly, just you guys are what makes this world a better place. And just spread what you know about being selfless. Spread your kindness, spread your peacefulness. That is what's gonna lead this world to a better place. Yeah, as I said, I want to thank you guys for being selfless if you are. But yeah, as I said, we just need to change the way we think about the world. So, after studying science and psychology, I was starting to discover, there's more to life than just living, waking up and eating, and all of these things. There has to be. And so then I came up with that idea one day. Nothing can turn to everything, and that is when I knew there has to be a God, because there just has to be. And so after studying science, psychology, knowing there's a God, I started focusing on more on God. I knew God wanted us to be good. At that point, I knew what He wanted us to be good, but I kind of wanted to study more about God. And guys, this is the point where some of you might just not want to listen. But guys, listen. Just listen to what I'm about to tell you, and at the end of this video, just you could think what you want. Just just listen to what I have to say. So after knowing there's a God, I was curious. I was like, does Jesus exist? So I started, or did He exist? And I started searching that, and for a fact, He did exist. And it's true what Jesus did. He did a lot of selfless things. So then I started searching more of that, Jesus, God. And then I came up to these videos, these videos called near death experience. They're about people who they died, they really died, and they came back from death. And a lot of them, guys, tell that there truly is a God and Jesus. And then I started, all I did, guys, was just basically watch these, and they legit talk about what I've been talking about this whole video, is that God and Jesus loves us, and we need to realize we are nothing. They are the fathers. They are the ones that control everything. They are the ones we need to obey. We are nothing, guys. We are nothing. Even if you don't like this idea of we are nothing, there's something out there, guys. The God and Jesus, He loves us. They are love. There's a lot of things we can't explain in life. But watching these NDEs and how, like, people are just, they're just so happy when they talk about God and Jesus. They start like crying, they start getting emotional about how much Jesus, and they all say like the love Jesus and God gives us, it is incredibly like powerful. And guys, at this point, it's gonna be hard, accepting all this, because all your life, you've been just leading, you just basically kind of created your own lie in your head, and it is so hard, guys. I understand it is hard changing the way you think in life. In life, all you thought, was getting a good job, getting kids, and dying. But guys, there's more to it. The world is, a very powerful place, and we need to realize that, we are nothing. So yeah, I started watching more of these NDEs, and guys, just everything, it can't be a coincidence. There are doctors that are saying, they were officially dead, returned, and they have this story, and how can so many people, like, this can't be a lie? How can? And there's been somewhere, basically, like, they would know about the future, like they would legit know about the future. Or there was this one where this guy returned from his near-death experience, and he knew his wife was pregnant, even though she didn't even know she was pregnant. Stuff like that. Things that would seem that are impossible to know unless they were like supernatural. And just, guys, look at these like near-death experience videos, and just, this is the truth. These guys spread the truth of what God and Jesus wants. And as I said, guys, I already talked about, part of it in this video is just be good to each other. Just get rid of the ego. Just get rid of this pride of, I'm this way. I need to be, if you're a guy, I need to be, just hardcore, and I need to be the alpha male. Guys, that's gonna lead us nowhere. We need to just take this ego, and we need to take this pride. We need to realize we need to be just kind to each other. We need to be, just imagine us as like positive energy. That's what we need to be. We can't be these selfish beasts that just care about each other. Like gluttony, pride, lust, all of the sins. I realize all these sins really do make us suffer. Just if you look them up, think about them carefully. They really do, make us suffer. So guys, just on your free time, it is essential that you watch these near-death experience, and just listen to what they say. It can't be a coincidence. These doctors, all of these people, they experienced this. There should have been, I don't know, like, it can't be a coincidence. It just can't. And as I said from the beginning, knowing all this, that we are nothing, there's a God. After watching these near-death experience, I realized, this is it. Before I even watched near-death experience, I knew there has to be God. I knew that God was telling us something, and that was to be good. I knew all that before watching near-death experience. And then after watching the near-death experience videos, I was like, okay, this is it. This is what these videos are, what I've been looking for in my life. And guys, this near-death experience videos are basically just, they tell us what our purpose in life is. They are just that. Listen to, I know it's hard to to trust what they say, because a lot of things they say, it just seems so like a fantasy. They talk about heaven, they talk about hell, they talk about Jesus Christ being alive. It just seems like a fairy tale, guys. And I know it seems like that. As I said, it's just, we've been living a lie, guys. and it's not for us. This life of selfishness and this illusion of that we've been living, it's not for us, guys. Jesus this did exist. There is a God, guys. This is our purpose in life. Just listen to this video. Just you gotta. There's no way that all of this is just coincidence. There's no way. So, guys, as I said, like in your free time, just watch these near-death experience videos, and just try to change your mind. Try to be a kind person. And I know it's some of it might be hard, but it's really not hard to be a kind person. It really isn't. And guys, just know that life isn't fair because we made it this way. If something tragic happens to you, it's not the fault of God. It's our fault. We're the ones. And all the decisions in the world, right, have been from us. And we keep it this way. And you might be even the person that says, "Oh, I'm not gonna do anything." You're the one that keeps it this way. You might be thinking, why in the beginning these people didn't change? You're the same way. If you don't change, people in the future are gonna be like, we have we had internet. Why didn't you change? You're gonna be exactly the same as those you're blaming for what happens in your life. Why it's so tragic. You understand that? Maybe something tragic happens in your life, right? And you're like, why did this happen? It's because we didn't join in harmony and focus on these things that make us suffer. We don't prevent diseases. We don't prevent disasters. And we easily could have. But instead, we live this just money, and it's all about me. So yeah, guys, it's just you gotta think about it. Life is just yeah, it's amazing. It is just truly just infinitely just more than we thought. And guys, like, before I end this video, I want to stress how important it is that you start looking into God and Jesus and these near-death experiences, because they are the truth. They are, for a known fact. I know there's a God. I know Jesus existed. I know what God is trying to tell us. So these videos are legit, guys. They are like more important than life. They are the purpose of life. These videos are showing us what we need to do in life, guys. And guys, just like, looking at these videos, we need to know also what, like, Jesus existed. He existed. We need to know what Jesus did for us. He sacrificed himself for us. We need to be selfless and realize, guys, that Jesus, he was the ultimate sacrifice. And and when we're ruining it, he sacrificed for us, and we're still like in this sinful state. Jesus existed. It is true. All these videos saying Jesus really does exist, they're true. They are true, guys. Study more on the purpose of life, and you will always end up knowing there's a God. And then you look at these people that actually died and came back, and they have the answers, guys. They do not bullshit. These guys are telling the truth of the truth. That Jesus existed. He sacrificed himself for us. We need to realize we need to obey Jesus and God, and we need to love each other. We need to love Jesus. We need to love God. We are nothing, guys. Like, we need to trust these parents. We can't do this by ourselves, guys. God and Jesus are your fathers, and they will lead you to heaven. It is so worth it. Just believe in Jesus and God. try to convert others into, Christianity or Catholicism. Just guys, this is the meaning of life, is to be good to each other and to trust all your life into God and Jesus, guys. Just that is the purpose of life. Just if you study all this time the purpose of life and how the world works, you will end up, as I said, guys, always end up in the same place where we are nothing. God is our Father. Jesus is the embodiment of God. He sacrificed himself for us. We need to know that, Jesus and God loves us. They are our fathers. Maybe we can't explain, all the things in life and why things are like that. And guys, I don't know about you, but you can try, but you will probably never ever find the answer to life. We are nothing. We know nothing of nothing. Like, we're not even 0.000 to know the meaning of life. So just get rid of your pride, rid of your ego and all of this, and all these lies, and just know, guys, we need to trust these, our fathers, these guys that they are us. They created us. We need to realize we know nothing of nothing. We need to trust them. As I said, guys, we know nothing. So we need to trust these people, our fathers that are trying to make the world a better place. We need to cherish them also. We need to obey them. Not just, do good in the world. Doing good in the world is a step, but we need to realize also, to make this world a better place, we need to know that we are nothing, and that, God created us. There is something, God is out there. He is way infinitely more powerful than us. Jesus did exist. He sacrificed himself for us. We need to realize all this, guys. It is very important. It is the purpose of life. It is just everything, guys. So, guys, if you watched all this video, all the way this video, I want to thank you, and please, guys, just think about what I've been talking in this video. It is important, guys. You need to take this ego off and realize we are nothing, guys. You need to share this video. We need to be kinder to each other. We need to put our trust into Jesus and God. And to some of you, I might sound, kind of like loopy, but guys, as I said, every single time you try to find the meaning of life, it will always come back to there's a God. People who died that came back, they talk about God. It's all in the Bible. It's just, this can't be a coincidence, guys. This cannot, there's people that had near-death experience who weren't religious, came back and were religious. There's a lot of them. It can't be a coincidence, guys. It just can't. And I just want to say thank you for listening. I just want to, this message that I'm spreading is very important, guys. If you can, please spread this video, share this information, make your own video talking about this. Just please spread it to the world. We need to realize that the meaning, that the way we think life is not the way it is. We are nothing. There's something out there telling us what we need to do, and we need to obey it and worship it. Hey, guys, it's, this video is probably a lot to those of you, to some of you, but guys, we need to trust our fathers. That's all we need to do, is trust them and love each other and trust them, guys. But yeah, guys, I want to thank all of you just for watching. I want to thank you guys for just trying your best. I want to thank you guys for trying your best. It's sometimes it's not easy, but guys, just, you gotta think there's other people out there that are probably going worse than you, probably the same as you, but they still try to make the world a better place. You got to keep that in mind. I've seen plenty of videos where people have it, they have this very bad lifestyle, but they still give to people, and it's amazing, guys. We can change this world so easily if we just change our mind. We don't have to do this alone, and that's why, guys, I share it. That's why I say sharing this video is crucial, because doing this alone is gonna be really hard, guys. So sharing this information it's gonna be so much better. It's gonna be like twice the work that you would put if if someone hears this. So just sharing this is essential, guys. So yeah, I want to thank you all for listening. I'll definitely make more videos after this. Probably, I don't know, I gotta think of what I gotta say next, but I gotta keep these videos up. I gotta change the world. We gotta change the world. As I said, share this information. Make your own video, share it, whatever you guys want. Just share this. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching this. I hope you guys have a nice day. All right, peace. God bless.